Rev'nRav here again. This is part 2 of Resurrection 7. Getting around to fixing up my old Massey Ferguson 7-horse lawnmower. And good news is it mowed its first lawn in the last since the last 20 years. It wasn't easy. I ended up realizing way too late that I misaligned the deck belt, or the deck belt pulley, and it was almost a whole section off, so I destroyed about 3 belts before I realized what I was doing. But after that, and a little bit of swearing, I got it figured out, got it straightened out, and it finished mowing just fine. The Predator motor is working really good. I actually installed a stage 1 performance kit from Go Power, the one place that does their upgrades, Go Power Sports or something. And the Sharpie marker that you see on the grill section is the amount of material I have to remove to make the intakes, or to make clearance for the intake, basically. I probably will have to re-drill a hole here on both sides to move it forward enough to get enough clearance so it's not trying to get into the grill section, because I'm not going to butcher this tractor as far as the body other than this here, because otherwise I have to re-engineer where I mount the motor. Originally where I had it mounted, I think in the first video it wasn't running yet, and the output shaft pulley on the crank was also, for the PTO side, was one section too far out, towards the outside. So I had to move it over, and there was another set of holes, so I put them in there, and of course those holes, half of them were right above the steering shaft, so it made it almost impossible to get the nuts and lock washers in place. So it's technically further out to the what would be considered a driver's side of the vehicle, and I now have to cut this Sharpie spot out to make room. And then, because it's moving it forward as well, and probably going to be drilling, I will have to figure out if anything has to be done about the hood and where it meets up with the cowl. But in the meantime, I am going to get it finished sanding it in the next week or so, and I will be putting some Bondo into it. There's a little bit here that I'm going to do a skim coat just so it's nice and smooth. Oh, sorry, my finger's in the wrong spot. So I had a dent, or a high spot here. There's like a small dent here I've been beating on. I ended up welding the hole shut that I had put into making fog lights when I was in the 7th grade, because I thought that was a good idea. So those are all nice and welded shut and fairly smooth, but I got to smooth the metal out with the grinding marks. I did have to make a repair here. I already got that ground down fairly decent. You can't see it too well, the lights, the sun's going down. I did straighten out this. This was pretty gnarled up from years of neglect and leaving the hood in certain positions over the years. But it's coming along. I had to straighten the hell out of these two. They're still not perfect, but I'll get around to finishing them up. And then everything will get sanded down, depending on what's exposed or what's not smooth, or we'll get a skim coat of Bondo and make it a little bit smoother looking. And like I said, it's going to eventually be factory red, or the factory Massey Ferguson red, but it's going to be the GM Storm Gray Metallic Gray instead of the factory Massey Ferguson Gray, just to kind of give it something a little different, but not too different. And I might still order the decal sheet. Otherwise I might consider custom painting the stripe in, and maybe writing in Resurrection 7 instead of just doing Massey Ferguson. But we will see where it goes. Sorry, it's jumping all over the place. Got steady hands. Alright, that should be it for now. In the next video, I'll probably do a video running around, doing some mowing maybe. Got to do some other maintenance as far as finding all the grease zerks and getting that done. Oh, I did also get the transmission service for the first time in my knowledge of owning it. Obviously, the motor got broke in as far as its run time, so I changed the oil on that this morning. So it's running the straight non-detergent 30 or whatever. So, and that should be good to go for now. Have a good day.